Oh, you can just click roll to assist, and it does it automatically. You have to like set the stat and stuff like that, but it does exist. Ooh, spooky ghouls!
Spooky ghouls that lie down next to you dead.
We murder these ghouls.
I mean, I gotta be honest. The last fight was nice.
Yeah,
we didn't get hurt.
we didn't get
Or
injured.
die.
We can heal you to full if you do.
Tried.
Yeah.
Next time, just make it like 12 ghouls.
12 of them.
Then we might have. I mean, last time it was nice because we had more enemies, and we actually got to have several rounds. Just, I'd say, don't be afraid to swarm us.
One of the things about this system, our frontliners are at the highest defense we're going to have.
Yeah.
Enemies will gradually get more accurate, but we won't get harder to hit.
Yeah.
I will put down a track for us. Why not? Let's put in one of the Roll20. Let's put down.
We'll get better armor though.
Catacombs. There we go. It might be a little loud, so you might need to.
Spooky.
I mean that fits for Fallout.
I'm over here with it muted.
Exactly.
If you
It's
said
mostly
the
for
music
me.
was playing, if you didn't say the music was playing, I wouldn't have noticed. Where is the volume?
In settings, at the top right, there's audio and visual that you can adjust volume.
You can also set it to dark mode if you'd like.
Ooh, where? Graphics, right?
Personalization and display at the bottom of it.
Ooh, thank you.
Also, on voice and video, on video, you can set it to only display names to free up more screen space.
Alright. After finishing in the warehouse, looting it, and leveling up, Raz leads the player's characters to the outskirts of the Diamond City, which is the roaming territory of bands of extremely dangerous foes. You travel together for several long hours through a bright, uncomfortably hot day. Raz leads you around several dangerous areas. You get closer to your destination, informing you that many ruins of near Boston are near to raiders and gangs of powerful super mutants and insane robots who believe that America is still at war and will fire at any moving target. At long last, the scorching day begins to cool as the sun begins to slow dip over the west horizon. At sunset, the breathtaking skyline, what was once the Boston, rises before you like a ruined mountain of crumbling brick and melted metal. Black smoke rises lazily in the distance between two towering ruined buildings. Raz crinkles his nose, taking the sight just a moment before he kneels and forces open a manhole on the street with ease. Super mutants. They pretty much own the streets between here and Diamond City. Trust me, this path might stink to high heaven, but we're on a trip for biscuits. The sewer's the safest way.
Alright, fair enough.
Yeah, you're a local expert.
How far is Diamond City?
Not too far. Besides, you got my
Can we
gas mask
sneak off the
anyways. You should be fine.
Fair enough, I can't smell the stink. You're right, I'm in.
Raz turns on his flashlight and allows the player characters to enter the sewer. Any PCs with flashlight may opt out to turn on theirs as well.
I do not.
I do not.
When you
I have
reach
a tiny flip lighter.
When you reach the bottom of the ladder, you are greeted by the small smells of sewage, mold, and old rot. The sound of water echoes from the dark tunnel's cavernous walls. A small pathway wide enough for 2 people travels some 30 feet onwards. Along the path, dirty water some 10 feet wide runs, bordered by another walkway on its side that leads to a rickety stairs leading up to a middle catwalk. As you stand before the 2 different paths forward, Rast calls down as he begins to descend the ladders from the street above. Let's shake a leg, friends. The sewer may not be better than Super Mutant, but all kinds of uglies live down here.
Unsurprising.
Try to move
At
quietly.
least I
Hope to
can't smell it.
Lucky you.
Let's try to move quietly so we don't wake up anything before we reach it.
Agreed.
Fair point.
You have
I
the
guess we
2
will-
paths in front of you.
So it's splitting?
Yeah, as you stand
like there
before
was
the
a-
2 different paths forward, it doesn't really.
Could
give
I-
you-
Is there like no checks or anything? Because I was going to ask if I could spot any tracks.
Exploring the sewers. Yeah, there doesn't really be any checks here per se right now.
Okay. Then I guess...
Let me just double make sure, because there's 2 paths here.
We're a branching timeline.
Does the guy that we're following take one of them, or is he confused? Yeah, there wasn't a 4 there before.
At this point, it's letting the players kind of like prompt him.
Which way is towards Diamond City?
Oh. I only have ever used the walkway on this side of the water, as the sewage itself may be irradiated. But I believe both paths may lead to an exit.
Let's just hug the left then. Simple way to get through mazes.
Yep. May I suggest? I have a feeling that our doctor is somewhat fragile, so let the tanks be like on the front and back of Bob.
Don't worry, I'll stay in the back. I got the flashlight, so I will provide you some lighting.
It's 2 people wide, right, you said?
Yeah, 2 people wide.
Yeah, then you 2 go up front, he'll be in the back, then I'll be in the middle. Because he has plot armor.
Yeah.
So you follow Rast's path. There was also the walkway, catwalk. But you follow his path. The walkway leads through an alcove and beyond.
Wait. Didn't he say... Wait, hold on. Didn't he say that he only uses the catwalk?
No.
No, he said he used a different path. Like,
But
a
the
different
catwalk
area
is-
entirely.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, but the catwalk is above the path that we're taking, or...
It's like a separate path. Imagine like you're in the sewers and there's like a kind of like a Y section.
Yeah, it's the two pathways. Is what you're saying.
Okay, it's just
Yeah,
the
the other one
I
is
don't
the
think we
one
should
that
split up.
rests your chest, at which is like just on like a normal walkway, and the other one will like he hasn't taken it, but he believes that it might take you also to an exit.
Yeah, so let's just go the right way. Or left way,
Yeah.
technically.
The walkway leads through an alcove and beyond to a long stretch of dripping sewer tunnels. The sound of unseen vermin skittering about the darkness reverberate through the area. At last, you come upon a larger alcove. Rash shines his flashlight above the room, revealing heavy metal utility doors just ahead. Unexpectedly, the light also reveals that sitting up against the wall next to the door are moldy bones of a dead man, dressed in a rutted worker's overalls. The corpse is still clutching a bottle in one hand and a note in the other.
Can I stab the corpse?
Sure?
Just in case, you can never be too safe. Let me open my sheet.
I mean, it's a corpse. You can't really miss
Yeah,
it.
but I want to stab it just to be sure.
Yeah, alright. You stab the skeleton's corpse.
Does it count as a stealth attack?
It's a corpse.
It's a DC 0 check. You don't roll.
Yeah, there's no roll.
Okay.
You stab the
we made sure.
skeleton, and you just see your dagger just go through its rib cage, and it's just like entire chest just falls about because it's just like old and just dusty, and it just like shatters into a million pieces. His like rib cage.
If you saw what I saw in the waste, you would have done the same.
Kids these days. I grab the note in his hand.
You look at the note. It reads, "What a gas! Looks like the joke's on me. Ha ha ha."
What a gas. Looks like we're gonna be dealing with gas soon. How fun.
Well, I have a gas mask, so...
Yeah, you're fine.
You
Alright.
can also,
for-
if you want, you can loot the corpse or around the corpse.
I'll do that.
Yeah, sure, we can do that.
Okay, let me
Yep.
go and fetch the table from the alchemy VTT, because that's easier than going through the freaking book, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, you can just
I
roll
wish
an
you could,
alchemy and then tell us
I wish
what we
could
got.
set bookmarks. It'd make it so easy.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
Oh, you can download the PDF. I wonder if you can view the PDF.
Maybe.
I'll download it because I want it anyway.
So add that. Honestly, that might be slightly better than having to open up the alchemy each time.
Click to verify I am human. Please select this order. This one, this one, this one.
Pieces can make 1 to 2 rolls on that. Does it cost AP? Why would you choose to roll once in that case? Alright, I'm assuming that you guys want to roll twice on this thing. As you roll on the random chems table.
Ooh, that is good for me. So I guess... What is that? 2d20 twice?
Yeah, 2d20 twice, or I can try to fetch the table here, which I'm trying to desperately open, but for some reason it's not
I mean, you rolled the
really
jack, right?
functioning properly. Oh, there we go.
Alright, I did one roll, one you two can do the other.
There you go.
Oh, it's 1d20, okay.
I will.
I found a jet.
I'm not sure if that's like as a group or is that like.
That's just one roll, so we have 2 rolls to do, so might as well.
Jet and Psycho.
And a Psycho.
See, I'm trying to download the PDF.
Well, currently I have Alchemy and Roll20 on at the same time, and it's not doing shit for me. So I don't know what you guys want to complain.
Yeah, I don't know. I had no problems with Roll20, but I was having like stupid fucking issues with Alchemy. Like, my god.
Oh,
Like, it literally couldn't run. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Also, I can't download it. It's a lie.
So, Jet extra actions cost 1 less AP. It is brief, addictive 2.
And yeah,
Psycho
so
is +2 combat dice to all attacks, 3 physical resistance, lasting, addictive 2.
yeah, I gotta bring the other page here. Gear, drugs, add, jet. 1.
that's all you find on him.
Addiction number is 2.
Sure, maybe the cash referred to the drugs that he had.
I don't think so. I'm guessing something is gonna try to gas us out.
You can try to perceive it.
There's the heavy door ahead of us.
Indeed.
Does it seem like it's airtight?
Let me see what the description said. A heavy metal utility door. So, yeah. I imagine those are somewhat airtight.
Alright, I imagine if there is gas, it's gonna be on the other side of that door.
Considering that it says that heavy.
Well, Richard.
Well, I have a gas mask.
Indeed.
I can go in, and if anything happens, you guys will be getting me out of here, right?
Yes, if combat begins, we will join you.
Yes. Let my caps be a motivation to not want to leave me in there. Okay, what do I roll? What do I do?
Well, do you go in?
The door?
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything to really roll. You can just open it.
Okay,
if
can I
you want.
stealthily open the door?
Absolutely.
Hell yeah. Do I need to roll for it?
I guess you could to see how stealthy you are actually.
From what I've gathered for stealth, is that it only really applies if there is something that could hear you. So otherwise, it's just difficulty 0 success. But if there's something that
Yeah, but
could
we don't
hear
know
you,
if
then
there
yeah.
is anything. Yeah. Let's roll. Okay, sneak. I think it's sneak, right? Not stealth.
That'd be, yeah, that would be sneak agility, I would say.
Sneak agility, okay?
Complication.
Rolling, holy hell.
So if there's something on the other side, That's something.
Doesn't negate the successes, but there's an implication.
Yeah, I mean, something happens, but let's see what happens first.
I mean, thankfully,
I
I
failed
don't need to
successfully.
come up with anything super special for this one.
Oh.
You open the door. Suddenly, 4 small crab-like mutants with shaft cells covering their chitinous body comes aggressively skittering out of the connecting tunnels ahead. The antennae attached to their faces twitching madly as they attack without warning with small pairs of sharp pincers.
Okay, what is their initiative?
Well, during the first
Yes.
round, they go first. Because they
Okay.
have surprise.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Other than that, their initiative is a whopping 2.
Well,
But
I guess that's
for,
the complication.
for today, we are trying my awesome initiative idea.
It is perfect trust.
The void! Oh no!
Yes,
We have been sent into.
The concept of reality shifts before my eyes.
I might
I
just roll on fucking alchemy with it, to be honestly, because adding NPCs one by one is kind of a pain. Let's see. I might as well fetch you a map. Shouldn't take me too long to find a sewer.
Oh yeah,
That would be great.
for zones. Zones are just 20 feet across.
Yeah.
From what I've gathered, is that's 20 feet away from an enemy, you are in medium range. Within 20 feet close, within 40 long, 60 plus is 60 to 80 is extreme.
Honestly, yeah.
Extreme doesn't have an upper limit.
Yeah, okay. 60 plus.
Yeah, still considering just tossing those away and saying, yeah, what we discussed in text was like, yeah, let's just ditch that and say you can move.
Yeah, just
According
20 feet is kind of just zones, might as well.
just so you can move like properly and take actual like cover and that kind of thing.
Cover is just kind of zone based in the game. It's like this zone has some amount of cover in it.
Yeah, well, we can kind of still just kind of do that. Like, if you're close to cover, you have cover. If it's reasonable
Okay,
that you would
hear me
have
out.
cover in a situation.
Hear me out though. The mud crabs attack, but they do attack through a choke point. So
They're through a door.
yes, through a door. So probably one mud crab at a time, right?
They're too fitting. You are currently ahead of the group slightly because you were ahead of us when you opened the door.
Yeah.
So yeah, probably too wide could fit in the doorway. But
Alright.
we will wait for the
Oh, at
map.
least not four at once.
I mean, they are small. I could do the DM thing and say that, yeah, all of them can just get you.
Fair
Yes,
enough.
they're-
I can take 4 of the puny mud crabs. They will
The
be
Mirelurk
destroyed.
hatchlings.
Or considering how easy this could be, I could be like, alright, the complication is that there's 6 of them now. Have fun.
You know what? Bring it on. Bring it on.
It could be something like they hear the door, but they do not hear you. So 2 more people arrive, but you are still successfully stealthed.
That's true. Technically, Richard is stealth. So technically, they
Yeah.
wouldn't even go after Rich. Then again, why wouldn't they spot Richard? He's right there.
I opened the door. I'm not on the doorway. I'm maybe like peeking the door, so I can be still stealthing all over the place while they are alert.
Yeah, so
They
I
are
say,
alert. They see, but they can see the door open, and they hear people moving around on the other side.
I mean, I guess I could roll perception on them, the skill that they don't have, like,
Do
at
it.
all.
So I would say what's probably a good way of doing it is that more people hear the door, so there are 6 crabs, but Richard's stealth.
Mm-hmm.
You're
Um,
succeeding the check, but getting complication.
Yes.
Yeah, we are currently the distraction.
And Rast is just someone in the background spotting the flashlight that you've given you actual visibility fight, because he's not really a fighter.
Yeah, no, he just has pole armor, but he can't use it.
He
Just
might have a sheet, but the book has been really stingy about giving it.
It's like, Rast will not enter combat unless everyone is dead.
And then Rast becomes
I mean, his
the
only
god.
contribution to combat is if somebody is injured.
Yeah, he just pops a stim back and like, oh, you're good now.
Ooh, doors. So the door is the. Where is the door?
It's on the right side.
So here.
Let me.
They'd probably be.
Okay.
These are my
So like we can
marks.
say that the door is.
Let's lower it a little. There we go.
Yeah, that way we can fit them all and it works.
There we go.
Yeah.
Do that.
Yeah, so this range would be medium from the crabs right now. This distance.
And I'm still stealth, right?
You are stealth, yeah. Actually, yeah, that's perfect where you are currently, like, right behind the door, so they can't, like, see you.
So D6 plus mod, is that correct?
Mm-hmm. I decided that that might be slightly better than the D20.
Wait, you forgot the last crab.
But you should be able to click your token and hit the initiative macro.
That'll create the turn, but you still have to roll the d6 for it.
Wait, where is the initiative macro?
On the core sheet,
Yeah, the
combat
combat
is near the center of it, near the center of your screen.
1, 2,
Uh,
3, 4. No, I didn't miss a mud
core
crab.
sheet.
You have 5 showing.
So do I just okay.
Alright.
And then
I didn't get it. There we go. And then add D6. Okay, 20.
It adds for me. The plus.
Wait, and D6. What are we rolling the D6 for?
The D6 is just a bonus to initiative that everyone's gonna get. Just everyone gets a D6 added to their initiative.
Yeah, that's
increase
to
random.
add,
Increase
like,
randomness.
Yeah, little
Randomness and
randomness.
variability.
Where do I roll just the general D6?
Here.
So in the top left, you have a list. On the bottom of that list is dice, and then you can select the dice.
I
There.
just did the /R.
That works too.
Yeah, that works. So they get to go first.
Yes, it's just showing 14 on the list. How do I... Oh, I can set that like this. Never mind.
So
You can click on your number on the turn order section, and then you can modify it.
they get to
So
go
we do
first.
like this for now, you know?
Yeah, so 22. If your initiative's 18, yeah.
Let me just
I
really
think
quickly see.
It's the base Richard's base initiative is 14. Modified it for 18 in the sheet for the encounter.
Do they have any defense? Attributes body 4. Woo!
If they're the Marler catchlings, which is actually in the compendium,
So,
you might be able to use the sheets from there, drag the sheets out from there. I don't know.
let me take a look. Oh, look at that. Yeah, that's better than me having to use BTT. I mean the alchemy. Just a second.
Question: does this have any environmental conditions?
Nah.
Okay, I was wondering because one of them is poor lighting, and I was like, "Ooh, that could work."
I mean, it is kind of like low lighting, but it's not stated at least in the book or
Okay.
this section of the adventure.
Yeah, I just wanted to check.
I can double check.
No, good. I was just wondering. I was like, "Oh, if it does, then this might be a good time to learn about it."
Yeah, hold on. I'm still adding the monsters. I can go and take a look. Slight difficulties here. There we go. There we go. That's a little better. Thank you for noticing that there's actually statted out monsters already.
Only a few from what I can see on my end. I'm not sure if you have access to more.
Not really. All I had available for me was the free starter set.
Mark, it's not adding a +2.
It's not?
Nope, just doing D6.
Forgot to put the +2.
So
Got
it's
the
not a
plus.
complete fucking token. Okay, let me go and take a look. Where do I have initiative? Fine, I'll edit manually. Fuck it.
Nope, no +2 still.
I don't think it matters relative because it's only
doesn't.
relative to each other at this point.
Yeah, I won't even bother editing the rest of them, to
Yeah.
be honest.
Fucking hell.
Alright. I mean, all I really care about here is right now getting it to function, which they hopefully should now.
Alright.
Alright. So they get their little... oh no, wait, you asked about the lighting.
Yes.
Any players with flashlight may opt out on that as well to provide dim light in the sewers beneath the Boston. That's the only thing that it says. So I'm just gonna assume that you can see about normally because Rast has his flashlight on.
Okay.
That's just my assumption. Anyways.
They go first because they have surprise.
Indeed. What is there? Oh, lovely, they don't have an agility. But, so, as a minor action, they move up as shown. And just try to swarm the two of you.
Oh.
I'd say that one doesn't have quite enough movement.
Alright.
So there's two of you. Let's say that 3 of them is going to Bob and 2 of them is going to Steve.
Alright.
Let's start with Steve. No, they do not have any additional die.
Complication!
Location!
They're NPCs, it doesn't matter. I mean, I guess we could go and take a look.
I mean, do they even have that? Is that in the book?
Complete. No, wait. Fallout melee complicati on Let's see. Fallout tabletop, because if I Google that, it all,
Yes.
all it comes up with the freaking the video game.
Damn.
I think the complications, there were three main types. Like,
The
the weapon gets
overextended-
stuck.
Reduced defense, stuck, and wear and tear.
We can go with stock. It hits its muddy crab into the, like, muddy water and it just gets stuck there.
Sounds good.
And then the 3 attacks on Bob.
Miss.
Fine.
Again.
The other one is also stuck.
They are really clumsy.
So that one is stuck. And
That one.
that one is. And
Wait, what
final
about
attack.
this one? Is
That's just one that hasn't been removed.
Yeah, that's
okay.
one of the additional ones. And the last one will spend my one of my action points to try to add up dice.
Failure!
Yay!
Yay!
And then we go to the top of the round with Bob.
Alright. So movement is 20 feet and then plus 5 feet per 2 agility, right?
Yep.
But either way, I want to move 20 feet away. So I'm going to go about here. That's 30 feet, which is within my range, just barely. And I'm going to fire my gun at the top one.
Or what would be essentially medium range you go to.
Medium range.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so first, click this button, bam. No additional die. 2 successes.
2 successes. 1 special die.
Alright, I get, so what's their defense? So I can determine the amount of AP.
Their defense here is a 2.
2. Okay, 2 successes, so I get nothing out of that. Then we have to, I don't know if it says what body part, I don't know if you can specify. So, I am going to just roll d20 and then use the table.
Yeah.
In this case, 20, which is the right leg.
Unless
And
they have their own table, but
unless they have their own table, but right leg.
No, they do not have the table here.
Okay, and in which case 4 energy damage.
Okay. 4 energy damage. Let me see if they have any defense here. They do not, but they are a little creature. The creature's normal HP decreases to body plus half level rounded up, but its defense is increased by 1. It is slain by any hit which inflicts an injury, but that's not an injury, that's just damage.
That's 4 damage.
it sounds like its HP would be at least 5.
Yes, its HP is 5. No reduction, so it leaves with a single HP.
Alright, and that is all for me.
Steve.
Okay.
Do you want to waste ammo on this?
Yeah, that's the question. Do I want to use ammo on this? Their defense is
I think
2.
it's not worth it. I literally
Yeah,
can
we
stab one
did see
for
your
you.
baseball bat wasn't exactly the greatest last time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like those Marlocks are enough for me to deal with, like even on my own, especially with them aggroing on the rest of the party. So I think that it
Yeah.
would make more sense for us to like go through more rounds, but at the very least we won't be wasting ammo that would be much better spent on enemies that actually require Steve's tankiness.
I mean,
Yeah, so I'm gonna pull out. I'm going to quick hands out my baseball bat and start bashing the. I'm gonna start with the bottom one first. Putting in the additional dice. I miss.
That is indeed a miss. I laugh how these things are.
Worth it for the saved ammo.
I mean, it makes sense that they have such a high defense because they're so small.
Yeah. What other minor actions can you do? Maybe you can still do something.
I was thinking about that.
They're just like me, for real, for real.
I don't think so. I don't think anything meaningful.
Yeah, not really.
Yeah, not really. Can't really move away. Can't really do anything else smart with it.
I can't aim because I'm me. But yeah, pass turn.
Yep. Pass turn.
Alright.
Bringing us to Richard.
Yes. So first thing is I'm gonna move here, and this one crab that is this one that is still not in combat.
That's you.
I will try and just destroy it.
Well, that hits. That's 11 physical damage.
It's even more, I believe. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 damage.
Yeah, sneak attacks apply vicious as well.
Yeah.
So you make a sashimi out of this thing.
Yep.
Hold on, let me edit the
But now they are aware of your presence.
yes.
And because if it was unaware, its difficulty would be reduced by 1.
Yeah, so technically we get an AP.
So we get 1 AP.
Hell yeah.
Ah! I still haven't generated any AP myself.
Well, you have 3 because there's 3 players, and you spent 1.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Let's see. So one of them is still stuck for this round in the mud, essentially.
Getting unstuck is a minor action.
Sure.
But the top one can't move after he does his minor action.
Yep. So, well, not the top one, but the second to top one.
Second to top, yes.
So they will get unstuck, both of them. I'll send one of them to go after Bobby Boy. I still love that they don't give them an agility skill.
I think they have something instead of agility, isn't it? I think it's just body. Yeah.
Yeah, creatures don't have humanoid stats. They have body and mind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I just substitute for body, I guess.
This one goes after Richard, and why not? Let's send 2 of them after Richard. Here we go. Let's go.
Oh, that's good. Last movement for me to be done. They're practically coming to my knife.
So let's see. 2 attacks on Richard. Nope. Nope. 2 attacks on Steve. Nope.
Realistically, I have the same defense
No.
as they do, so.
An attack on Bob. No, he's also stuck.
Oh my god.
Yeah, my little crustaceans are stuck in the poop water.
Alright, I move 20 feet away from it and shoot
But
it.
bad news, that gives them radiation if they hit you now.
Uh-oh.
If they hit us.
Keywords,
Alright.
if they hit you.
I got 3 successes. We get another AP.
Hell yeah.
So on the top one.
Yeah, on top one. And it is dead. Turned to Adams.
Oh yeah, I guess because of the special die.
Is that the one that was hit before?
No,
That's one that was hit before.
No, it wasn't. It's over
It
here.
was. It was the top one.
Okay.
Oh, no,
I thought it was that one. Alright.
Oh, no, I tried the top one.
Okay, so that one is full HP over there.
Yes.
Okay, sure. No problem. I thought it was the wrong one.
Oh, good. That's it.
Steve?
I'm going to attempt to bash the one that's not stuck currently. I have the same accuracy as they do.
Yeah, you do.
One
That is.
success against their 2 defense.
So, a miss.
Indeed.
My job is to keep them off Bob.
Yep.
Yep.
Richard.
One.
I mean, I think they're a little too busy now with the 2 of you.
Yep. Okay. I'll attack this one since they're the. Wait, they're both full HP, right?
Full HP.
Yes.
Okay. You know what? I'll attack the one that is like diagonal just because I feel like it. Oh, my computer just tweaked out for a second, and then another one. What is it doing? Okay. Anyway. Combat knife attack. Submit.
Goddamn.
I'm telling you, we don't need ammo wasting on them.
Well, 2 AP.
Yeah, you weren't kidding that you could literally solo this unless I get, like, incredibly lucky.
Yeah. Or unless they go for me, in which case I can heal myself immediately.
Yeah.
Bringing your turn to a close. Alright.
Plus, they need like 2 special die in order to penetrate my defense, so that ain't
I
happening.
can always try. Well, yeah, no.
We believe in you.
And then on Steve,
We just gotta believe.
they go for the imaginary flank. No, I'm just kidding.
Imaginary flank. Hey! Yes!
Alright!
Look at that.
You can't really dodge, so yay!
Oh, do they have anything special?
The first paper cut.
That is the first paper cut of this campaign so far.
Do they have anything special with their special die?
No.
Oh, you
Look
said
like it.
something about radiation though, right?
I was kidding.
Kidding.
Okay.
Where does it hit? Where does it hit? Because that matters. So roll d20.
Alright,
Right.
right. Since you have the table up there.
That is the head.
That's full damage.
Freaking jumped.
You took 2 damage.
Rolling.
If they hit my right arm, it would have done 0 damage.
So you get
Ain't
this
that a kick on the head?
stinky poopy claw in your face. It pinches like a nice little scar on there. It smells to high hell.
Alright, I walk over to Steve and do major action first aid, which heals him for 5 HP with 0 difficulty.
Come on, I went through all of it.
No difficulty, no rolls. You just go to full health. And that's my turn.
I'm kidding, but... Steve!
The one that hit me, I think, wants a baseball bat. Although I don't think I'm the one to provide it.
Let's see. Nope.
No.
No. Richard.
Which one pinched Steve in the face? The upper one or
The
the
top
lower
one.
The top one. Okay, so I move to the top one and tell it, you will die now.
And it dies now.
It is now
it's
avenged.
just exactly on the dot the amount of health it had.
Yeah, even more because persistence would have killed it at the end of its next turn.
Alright. Bob or Steve, which one I will totally kill? Bob.
Yo, you actually have a shot. Oh, you got an AP! Congratulations!
Ooh.
Hey!
Your first AP, how do you feel?
Whoop did Take
What?
take that, you!
Oh no, the body part doesn't even matter for me, funnily enough. Oh no, my torso. What am I gonna do?
And on Steve. And it's stuck.
It's stuck. Okay, so for this I actually have to do a check. So, for first aid on myself, it is a medicine check with difficulty 1. Yeah, difficulty goes increased by 1 if I'm doing it on myself.
Do you even need to heal yourself if you didn't take anything?
I took 1 damage. It's not showing.
Oh, I thought you didn't say that you didn't take.
No, I have 0 damage resistance.
Oh, okay.
So, alright, I'm at full health. And I gained an AP.
I understood it the other way around, that you had like enough armor that you wouldn't take anything.
No, it's that I can always take damage, but I can always heal it immediately after. So we also gain, like, taking 1 damage is actually beneficial, because it's an AP farm.
Was that a major action? Minor action?
It's my entire turn, yeah.
Okay.
I just take 0 damage. The only way they can do damage is if they do more than 5 in 1 turn and give an injury, because then I have a difficulty of 1 when healing someone else.
And you still would have healed it.
Well,
I still
To
would have
be
healed.
honest, though, I expected something like ghouls here, not just poor little crustaceans.
your turn, Steve.
And I can't even, like, aim to try to actually hit these things.
Yeah.
Can't you aim with a melee weapon?
You can aim. I cannot.
One of his traits makes it so he's unable to aim.
Oh, alright. Richard.
Yep. Let me kill this top one first.
Gotcha.
That's another AP. We were at 6 AP.
Just from a single combat, I love how ridiculously fast you get them.
To be fair, we rolled very well.
Yeah.
And that's a dead crustacean.
Yep, Jesus, that damage.
And my last hero. Come on, I believe in you. On Steve, why the fuck not? I know that I have a better chance of actually hitting Bob. Come
Little
on.
crab will avenge. Okay, it won't.
Bob.
He's just gonna relax and let either Steve or Richard kills it so I don't waste ammo.
Steve. I mean, you could try to use your laser musket as like a club or something.
I hit it!
He hit it!
Did
He
you
hit
hit
it! He hit it! It's alive.
Physical damage.
Yes, it's still alive.
And then Richard comes up.
Can I ask for something very Okay, can we try and tame the last standing crab?
I don't think so.
I don't think so anymore. When it has a freaking... its half of its brain is almost like leaking out after that one.
Don't you see, because it's on less than half of its HP, I think we should get like the benefit of it not being as feisty.
What, are we playing
So
Pokemon?
Wanna
You
play
want to lower
Pokemon?
health to tame it?
Listen.
I don't know, do you have a trait to be able to tame crustaceans?
Yeah, do you have a
There is actually a
Anyone-
perk about taming animals, and I don't think we have it.
Yeah, I don't think we have it. We should totally get it though.
Kill it. Kill the crab.
Okay. For this one, I will just for the spice of it use my switchblade.
Just for fun. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. We would be at 8 if we weren't capped.
And one last sashimi.
Yes.
Can I try to loot their corpses?
Yes.
Get some
Yes,
meat?
they have a little thing called butchery.
Ooh.
If you want, scavengers can butcher the dead headlings with a successful end plus survival test with a difficulty of 0. This yields a 1 portion of mirelurk meat.
Yeah, I mean, DC 0 we're already capped on AP, so might as well.
For complications, but yeah. At that point, whoever wants to roll it can roll it.
Yeah, I'll roll it. Doesn't really matter.
Oh, the mirelurks would have had whopping sneak attack, but it wouldn't have mattered in the first round because they rolled nothing but zeros.
It's endurance survival, you said, right?
Yeah, endurance survival.
There we go. Got Mirelurk meat.
Indeed.
Add it to your inventory.
I'm adding it to my food section. Let me pull that up. Just gonna jump to page 120 because it's close enough. Actually, it's kind of close. Nice. Yeah. Spooky.
Spooky. Oh, Jeff. How are you doing?
Wow, it just heals 6 health, but it's 1 irradiation. That's pretty good.
How's it hanging?
Now that we got the snack break out of the way, is there anything inside that room?
The door is unlocked and leads to another series of tunnels.
Maybe we'll get more, no, just stronger enemies.
I don't know, but let's just keep taking lefts. Make life easy.
That sounds like a left idea.
You continuing along the maze of dark sewer tunnels. You eventually arrive at another large alcove lit by a dim, flickering yellow bulb. Water drips down from above, creating a soft tinkering echo throughout the room. At the far end of the room is a ladder that climbs up to a closed manhole leading up to a street above. A simple desk lies in the corner of the alcove, splintered into a heap of rotted wooden shards. Beneath the booth, a moldy skeletal hand is outstretched.
Can I investigate the skeleton?
Indeed, you can investigate the skeleton. If you try to remove the wooden shards.
Sure.
Okay, the player removes the wooden shards. You find a corpse of a diminutive man wearing an old worker's uniform.
Does he have anything on him?
If they scavenge their body, they can make a perception plus survival test with a difficulty of 1. They make rolls on the loot table shown below. You also find a ancient black and white photo. A well-preserved photo depicts 2 identical looking men with exaggerated mustaches with big cheesy smiles. The men's arms are draped over each other and each of them carries a fishing rod. Scrawled in a marker at the bottom of the photo are the words Stony Brook 2076.
What year are in now, just out of curiosity? I don't remember exactly.
That's like Cyberpunk -1 year.
This adventure is... I don't know if it ever specifies. Let me see if it ever specifies like your date.
All I know is that Fallout 4 is 2287. Okay, so the nukes were dropped on October 23rd, 2077. So it was a year before the nukes were dropped.
I assume that this takes before Fallout 4's like events,
Yeah.
because you go into Vault 95 and the things haven't like exactly happened there.
210 years later. But yeah, but it's a year before the nukes were dropped.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well, they're both dead.
But yes, you can. So it says, yeah, you can scavenge the body. You can make the perception plus survival test with a difficulty on 1 to make tables shown below. You can roll on the food table, you can roll on the beverage table, and you can roll on the chem table. It doesn't specify, but I think this also works by the action point mechanic.
So, like, spending it? Yeah, I mean, we might as well. I mean...
Because it clearly states it like the way here.
I think we should only roll for camps if we're using AP for this.
Yeah, so 0 to 1. So, okay, so we can only... I mean, we might as well just spend the AP we can, because we have 6 of it right now.
Just a second.
So let's
Yeah,
do...
fair.
1 second, okay. Yeah, I was gonna say let's just do 1 on chems, 1 on beverage, and then 2 for food.
Right.
Plus, hello.
Well,
I was
you
thinking...
just need to spend the 1 on food, because then you would be maxed out.
Oh, okay. So you innately get 2, but you can spend AP to increase.
Yeah,
the
that's
numbers.
how I assume how it works.
Okay, then I'll just do all of them. So it's just like it costs 2 AP, or well, 3 AP to get all of it. So yeah, 3 AP is my thing to do all of them.
Alright, let's start with the chem table, because that's the thing that I already have macroed out. There you go, so roll on that.
MedX. That looks actually pretty decent, if I remember correctly.
Then let me go and fetch the other tables real quick. Beverages.
I haven't pulled up. I haven't pulled up on the other street. And that doesn't look like the one I'm seeing, but...
Wait, it's a special table for this, I'm guessing. If you want any of the drugs, let me know. Someone might actually want the MedX, I believe. MedX is +3 physical damage resistance, so one of you might want that.
I mean, I wouldn't want to use the drugs because addiction and whatnot.
Yeah, using 2 of it makes you addicted. But you can use 1 safely. It's good for emergencies.
I wouldn't take it though, because I can I can dodge it if.
Okay. Then I will...
I might just say that Richard's character is not the type to do drugs.
and Steve, do you want it?
You can keep it for right now.
I will do so then.
Okay, here comes the beverages table.
One of you guys can roll that one. I have to do all this stuff.
11.
Nuka-Cola! Pretty fucking good.
That's a little messier, but I can clean it up later, some other time. And the final table was food, correct?
Yes, 3 food rolls.
3 or 2 food rolls?
3, because it costs 1 AP to do 2, and then an additional 1 to do up to 3, so might as well. Oh no, it actually just costs 1 to do that, so 3 of them, and it only costs 2 AP for all of that.
So,
So
what would that be?
It's 3d20 rolls. Or
So
3
20, 30,
2d20
and
rolls.
19.
No, so 3 2d20 rolls. So it'd be 2d20, 2d20,
Oh.
2d20.
So we got
Which,
a
yeah.
14, a 20, and let's use the first. Yeah, and a 26.
So we can just do.
No. 14, 20, 26. That's what we got.
Okay.
So 14, carrot. 20 is Danny Boy apples. 26 is Salisbury steak.
Carrot, let me check that out.
No specific in which condition they are, but it's there.
Some of them actually does mention, like carrot non-irradiated.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, some of them do.
Steve, you got the Nuka Cola, right?
Sure, I can get the Nuka Cola.
I thought you did. I wasn't sure.
Oh, there you go.
You can take the
Some
food.
lovely, lovely food.
Yeah, so let me find it. This page. Squirrel bits is okay. That might just be a cell, as a matter of fact. So I'll hold on to that. It's 4 HP at the cost of irradiated. Yeah.
I didn't see we rolled squirrel bits. I saw we got carrot, Danny Boy apples, and Salisbury steak.
We got a 14, right? 14 is
Carrot.
squirrel bits.
Oh, sorry,
What?
I was looking at the other one.
Oh, you're looking at the table in the book? Yeah, but he's using the table here. So, like, I think you might have different results depending on this one, because this is a different table. But yeah, 14 squirrel bits on this one. 20 is Dandy Boy apples, yep. And 26 is Salisbury steak. So yeah, just everything but the carrots. It's the same.
It's just weird that one thing, looking through everything else, is the only thing different.
Yep.
Okay, so I'll switch up I'll scrub the scroll bits since they're shit. And then you two can do the other two by yourselves.
I guess I'll take the Danny Boys.
I guess I'm taking the steak then.
Indeed. Perfect. At the low cost of 2 AP.
Well, they're technically 3, because you spent 1 on each of them.
So we didn't spend any on the chems. We spent 1 on the beverage and then 1 on the food. Because we get 1 for free.
Well, yeah.
True.
It should have like a range for each table. It should have like a range. The first number is what we get for free. The second number we can pay up to. You can pay extra AP to get.
Oh, okay. So then in which case, yes.
Yeah, that's why you need to spend 3.
Got it. That makes sense.
1 for food, 1 for beverages, and 1 for chem.
Got it.
But
Makes sense to my brain.
There's nothing more to loot here. All that remains is the ladder above. Or I guess you could always walk back and take the catwalk just for shits and giggles.
We can try.
I mean, I say let's just go ahead, get Diamond City as soon as possible.
Sure thing.
Lead the way.
Somebody would actually do that.
We
It's
climb
like,
up?
maybe there's more loot in there. Let's go.
We're loot goblins now.
Gobbling the loot.
Let me just make sure. The manhole at the top ladder leads to the runs outside of OK. Look at this. Hello, doggy. Hold on. Dog scratching. Dog scratching break. Just a second.
I love how mole rat meat heals 5 health and costs 5 caps, but mongrel dog meat heals 4 health and costs 8 caps. It's
Might be
more
able to-
expensive and worse.
Might be able to cook it better though.
Maybe. Let's see if that's somewhere. I don't think there's a section that says like cooked food.
That'd be mutt chops versus.
Oh, chops. Okay. Mune hound and meat. No, it's not right.
Mutt chops
chops.
is 6.
Yeah.
Mole rat chunks, which I assume is the cooked version, is 7 plus 1 AP in group pool until the end of the current scene.
So that's just better for a lower cost.
Assuming that
As the
If they cook-
pieces
you're
leave
gonna
the
cook.
sewers behind, you rise up the ladder. Rast follows up the ladder, meeting with the rest of the crew in a bombed-out city street above. He dusts himself off and points down the street to an intersection. Diamond City is just 2 blocks that way. Oh no, oh dear. His eyes go wide. Bounding around the corner of the intersection is a trio of super mutants. Each of them is at least 7 feet tall, with broad shoulders and muscular wielding crude but lately oversized weapons. They appear to have in boisterous conversation. Ho ho ho, boss. I think we smacked him in the head too hard. He's talking crazy. One of the massive greenish brown-skinned mutants bellows. Another mutant grows angry. I'm telling you, I saw what I saw. Was a horse. Nice and light with a big horn on its head. Good for stabbing things. The first mutant begins to laugh wildly at the absurdity of the idea. Suddenly, the largest of the three, a super mutant holding a massive gun, smacks both of them upside on the head of their hairless skull. The large mutant lifts their nose and sniffs around, sounding like a little like a dog. Shut up, you twos! I smell meat. Raw, juicy humans.
Time to stab some things.
Yep.
Yeah.
Are we?
Me and-
Can we stealth, or are we? Did they already see us?
They just said they smelled us, so
The PCs
But they
must
didn't
decide
see
how
us.
they wish to handle the situation.
Now that is why we save
Yeah, I mean-
Steve's ammo for.
Yeah, I mean, I say Richard gets into stealth, ready to get a sneak attack, while we're both... Well, you're further up front and I'm further behind, to kind of lure them towards us.
Let me just see if I. Yeah, I stealth.
it would reverse their.
I guess
defense,
perception survival.
But
Also, should we get a map for this?
Yeah, you can admire the picture for a second there.
Yay!
While I'm searching us a good street encounter. If you... I mean, sure, super mutants are a little bit more of a higher threat than mirelurks and ghouls and
Yep.
raiders.
yeah, I have no problem spending. I have no problem spending the good ammo on this.
Yep.
Maybe. I can't make any promises because I still don't know any of the encounter balancing on this.
Understandable.
So like 5, right? Or 3.
There were
So-
3.
3. Okay.
3. I would say for them detecting it'd be their mind survival.
Unless they
And versus-
actually,
I guess it would be like
unless they actually have those skills because they're humanoid enemies.
yeah. So I would say probably a group check, perceptions, survival would be good. Oh Jesus!
Bless ya.
Sorry.
Oh, good.
Bless you.
Caught me off guard.
Yeah, just a second. Let me find you a map real quickly then. Yeah, let's see. Open up that and scroll. Let's see, so you're on like a street. I really should have prepared this beforehand, but oh well. Lazy being Ashley
No.
does. Ah, here we go. This will work. It's not exactly. I have it for my Fallout campaign eventually. What the fuck happened? Fine, I'll use. No, I won't use that map. Yeah, so. Okay, yeah, that didn't really function. Okay. Alright, technical difficulties on there. Yeah. Alright, I guess I need to find another map real quickly since that one is a piece of shit, apparently.
Happens.
Indeed. So you're essentially just going guns blazing.
Richard, you want
I'm
to
going
try to?
stealth.
Yeah. So we kind of came to, like, if you're good with it, that they would do a group perception check, to get more successes.
You know what? This is not
Try to spot
exactly
Richard.
Fallouty, but it's close enough.
As long as it's a map, it's better than no map.
Yeah, that works.
I mean, it's pretty full outy, I'd say. It works.
Yeah, a little too clean and little too intact for Fallout, but we'll go with this. So let's put on like a manhole cover.
Okay. We stealth. We be stealthing.
The book said that they're coming across the corridor, so let's put him over here.
So like here. Oh, yes.
Sure, well, why not? Maybe over there. Let's put him on like a triangle formation because they were quite close by and they smelled meat and started coming across towards you. So, yeah, there is rules for stealthing this particular.
Hell yeah.
I'm good with just trying to group stealth closer.
Yeah, I'd say Richard would probably not go with the group stealth, or just try to stealth
Yes,
in order to get...
so you may try to surprise the superior mutants before you are noticed. Alternatively, you may attempt to use stealth to bypass the threat, if you wish.
No, we want to
We should probably
surprise
take
them.
these down.
Either way,
Yeah.
the group must make an int plus sneak test with a difficulty equal to the number of PCs to find suitable nearby buildings or cars to hunker down behind.
So an
So,
int sneak
like
test.
this?
Yeah, int
Yeah, so in
sneak.
my case, got 2 successes.
And
I
then
can
we
make
roll
you-
to assist.
Yeah, it comes to use roll command looking for a value select token, but no tokens were selected. I don't know what's being that wheel, but I can do it manually. So then 1d20. Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Intelligence. Snake. I also failed. So fail.
Are 2 successes enough for us to pass?
No, we need 3, because there are 3 people.
Yeah.
Can anyone use the AP to re-roll theirs?
No, I can use a. I'm going to use a luck point on mine.
Okay.
So I'll just roll the d20. 4. That would be a success.
There we go.
Eh,
Okay.
so 3 successes, we succeed. Why is there a car?
It's where we can hide.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
that's one of the cars on the street. Don't mind that it's a shitty ass image.
Car.
Going on
You should
the
honestly. I hate for Roll20 doing this. The free assets they had like a few years ago were so good, but it's just like has turned into PGNs from like Google.
Oh my god.
They're so bad.
I mean, it will search Google for images. But yeah, we start sneaking closer to these guys.
Yeah. Wait, how much can we move each turn?
Let's say that gives you like a minor action, so that would be like 20 feet. About. Like we
Okay.
talked with
Yeah, we get
Oh,
get
seriously?
closer, and then once they are well within range, we surprise.
Yep, let me check. Yeah, I think I can get that one. Or you can go for that one and I go for that one.
yeah,
I'm gonna
Or
hit
this
all
one.
of them.
they get around like near mid zone ish.
So yeah,
Yeah, I
Once
can
we
get, you
kinda
know
get
what,
to here-
you
Do you wanna
you,
let
you
them
will be able to use the action points in order to get 2 for 1 deal. And I
Oh,
will
I'm
get
gonna
this
get-
one.
Oh, these are super mutants. I'm not fucking around. I'm gonna
Yeah,
be
no.
spending action points.
They're gonna die.
Yeah, what I'm saying is you take those 2 and I take this one.
Well, let's get kind of. Well, we're springing our trap, so let's get in initiative.
Mm-hmm.
Roll.
Do we roll also to add to our
Yeah, so you do your
initiative?
lower and then you add a d6. So what your base initiative is, and then add a d6. So in this case, I'm at 20. So you can just modify it in the turn order.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm at 16.
There you go. You got 20 again, goddamn. You're going first.
No, you're not.
Oh, Steve
no.
has 23.
Oh, never mind, you have 23. I
But
was
I am
like,
going last as always.
we might not be able to get a chance to attack them. Be ready.
Yeah. Remember, we have 3 AP right now, right?
Yes, we have 3 AP currently.
Okay. Yeah. I'm not going full send, but I'm going send.
I swear to God, if you kill all 3 in one shot, I will be demanding more super mutant.
Just to give them a chance.
We will see, because I've seen Steve's full power.
You see, it's not about giving the super mutants a chance, it's about stabbing the super mutants. I want to get in on the action.
Lots of battle.
Fine, I can add the fourth one if you insist.
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
We'll say that if we're doing too good, we'll say that the backup arrives.
So,
To
let's
the
see. You're stealth and you succeeded because of the lock points. They do not spot you. Unless the players use characters first, they begin at long distance from the sperm mutants. Raz does his best to help without putting himself in the harm's way. So he's hiding like still in the manhole, I would assume, in that case.
Yep.
PCs can attempt to escape by running. Okay.
We are no cowards.
Yeah, I assume that this would essentially give you a free turn. A quote-unquote surprise round because they do not spot you. Or
Yeah.
or you
Go
succeed
get 'em,
your stealth.
Yep.
Go
okay.
get him, but don't get him too hard.
So
Pulls out a fucking bazooka.
so whichever one is the leader.
I'd say that was the middle one who smelled you.
Yeah, the one with a good nose. I'm gonna start by shooting him. Surprise, reduce the difficulty by 1. 2 successes.
Plus 1 AP, unless lower their defenses.
Just checking it now. A defense of 1.
So 2 AP.
2 AP. They're surprised, so weapon would add vicious, except it's already vicious, so it gets plus 2 damage.
Holy shit!
Fuck that guy.
Thank
Gun
you.
fu. Fuck the guy next to him.
Oh my god, 5, 7, 9, 11, 12, 14, 16 damage.
16. You have quite a lot of AP there, but I can look for just from the special die there. So I think you go through all of his physical resistance.
I do technically. If I need to roll hit location, I can. But if he's dead, he's dead.
Doesn't matter. It says that physical DR2 all.
Okay.
But that won't matter if you did 16 fucking damage.
Yeah.
now-
I'll spend one of the AP I generated to gun fu the other guy.
Which just deals the damage to them.
Yes. So deal the damage to that guy.
Does he die too?
Do you need to roll that?
And
damage?
I still.
Or is it the same?
No,
No,
it's
there's
the
no
same damage.
Oh, and in
Yeah.
that case, that's also dead.
Yep.
It's the same damage to
2-for-1
another guy.
deal.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I'm still up in AP for the turn, so might as well. Fast hands shoot the other guy.
Oh my god.
That's it. I'm demanding reinforcement news.
For 11 damage. No, that should be an extra 2 dice.
And you
Yep,
have
you need an extra 2 die.
2 AP far as I can tell there, because of your little... Oh, wait, which one of the damages?
I'll just take the first. I'll just take the first 2 dice of that, so that's an extra 3.
So 13 damage.
13 damage with a lot of fucking AP again, which I think goes through his physical of 2, and it's dead.
Click.
All
I
dead.
demand reinforcement.
All dead and a profit of 2 AP.
Sure, around the corner, 3 more pillars of
Another
soup.
3.
It's like Yeah, this is my job.
3 more super mutants come across the corner, and it's like, oh,
Wait,
boy.
the first 3 are dead, right?
Yeah.
This one is dead too, right?
Yes.
Yes. It's like,
Okay.
oh, and if there was another one within like 20 feet of that guy, I would have gun food him as well.
Yeah, he's slightly powerful.
Let's
I have
put
one
these
job.
guys at a long distance.
Okay. But yeah, that would be my turn.
Well, that would technically be. You know what? Yeah, sure. Actually, surprise shot would technically end there because this would be a different round.
Can I do the stealth check again?
Sure.
I mean, you would still be stealthed.
Yeah, only Steve
Yeah,
revealed his
I wanna-
location.
Yeah, technically.
Steve
I
would've-
wanna stay stealth.
Yeah, Steve would have walked out, shot all of them.
Yeah.
Then twirl the pistol around and reholster it.
So the entire turn was essentially passed with Richard and Bob just unlocked.
Just fucking staring at it like, what?
This system is a little too deadly for my taste, to be honest.
Oh yeah, but for reference, that cost me about 9 caps.
Yeah.
Alright,
With difficult to replace ammo.
let's start the proper fight. As 3 more come across the corner.
Oh, just showing off.
Yeah. I'm still going first.
Steve is death, the destroyer of worlds.
Like, seriously. So you said it was 5 feet for every 2 agility?
Yeah. About.
Yes, and
What's
20
up?
base.
20 base, so I can get 45 feet of movement, but I'm just gonna go.
Dude,
Uh-oh.
like, about medium.
Yeah, oh, I need to be a little bit closer.
Alright, I guess
But yeah.
we could still go by the zones. I don't mind that much, but yeah, it's just like a rough estimate.
Yeah. It's like, if there's one zone away, I will kind of move up and go. Oh, hey, look, more of them. Against the top guy.
Oh, miss!
I miss! I straight up miss!
Finally,
Finally.
finally, we
Okay,
get to.
I won't fast hand. You guys can have a turn.
Alright, Bob is gonna move up to this car. I am sitting at extreme range, which means I have a -2 to hit. +2 difficulty, so I have to roll 3 successes or higher. I'm not even gonna try to fire. I'm just gonna look at the other major actions.
Yeah,
Gain AP.
I mean, technically, you can
Defend.
probably move to like where I am, right?
Isn't there a
where you-
sprint that like lets you move too?
Yeah, you can
Yeah, sprint
spring
is-
again.
You can move. So movement action, you can move up to 2 zones to anywhere within long range. Okay, you can move it to 2 zones to anywhere within long range. So, yeah, I could get here.
Yeah.
Because that's long range. That works.
That would bring
That's
us
fine.
to Richard.
Yep. I think I'm gonna try to get like here, since if I'm still stealthing, because I want to flank one of them and wait, hold on, can I technically have 9 agility, so that's an additional okay.
That is 20 feet additional. So you would have
20
moved. Yeah, you could go to here, max.
You're that far on a regular move.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't have guns, so I guess I'm just waiting freaking behind the car.
Okay, it's the super mutants. Oh no. So one of them has the rifle, definitely, because it's said in the book, and rest of them just have big ass fucking boards. Rawr,
Mainly enjoyers, I respect that.
rawr. Of course they would go after the first one. They just saw this fucker just gun down there.
Just in like fucking half a second, all of them just fucking dropped.
Yeah,
I know, right? Okay,
he
let's
doesn't have
see.
bats, but
Now I need to do this, I think. Why doesn't that work?
Nope.
oh,
Do you have zero
Oh.
melee weapons?
There we go. Now it should work.
Ooh,
ooh,
3 successes.
Let me see. Fuck
My
it.
defense is 2.
I'll just roll on the alchemy because I'm way too lazy to do that. There we go.
You're taking a photo of it.
Yeah, so you don't know that I'm not cheating.
Okay,
yeah,
so
I'm
you
on alchemy
did
too. I see you roll.
4 damage to the torso, and you also get an AP.
Hey, I'm up to 4.
Yo.
So that was 4 damage to his torso. I have 1 DR there, so 3 damage.
And then the second one who's in front of you. One success, so that's a miss.
Yes, 1 success is a miss.
And that would have been just 3 of the smiling guys. And then the guy with the
Can you
rifle.
please not go for this one? I want to stab him.
The guy with the rifle against Bob. 0 successes. Just hits the freaking sedan there.
And I would have cover. Definitely. Alright, Steve.
Well,
Radiant genocide.
that one that was targeting Bob, that one needs to die. I don't care about the ones hitting me. The one targeting Bob needs to die.
Hell yeah.
For real.
Why?
2 successes.
It just has a rifle on it.
Yeah, but he's shooting my medic.
Yeah, he's shooting the white mage.
But yes, that is a hit because it only had a defense of 2. No AP generated, so I think this is at least an insta-kill.
Maybe it's 7 damage.
7 damage.
2, what body part? If it lives?
Alright, yeah, because...
7 minus 2
Just
because
roll
of
d20.
the reduction, right?
Yep.
Or
That
that's
is
gonna
to the torso.
Torso.
No, I have a reroll. 1 headshot.
Headshot, that is to the head.
It says that its armor is to all, so didn't really matter.
No, it does because of injuries.
Yeah, I guess so.
Headshot is you lose your next turn, but you may spend AP for extra actions.
Okay. So that one is disabled for now, I guess?
Yeah, it's a stun, basically.
Yeah,
Which one? This one or this one?
Bottom one. Because he's shooting at the medic.
Okay.
Bob.
Increase the difficulty of all tests with that rely on vision by 2.
Yes, so if he decides he wants to try to shoot, it is -2.
Well, maybe I switch it up to the board and...
Well, he's stunned, so unless you want to spend AP for it. I will go... Do.
I'm just gonna
Let's
spend
see,
all of
Rain.
my AP to kill Steve.
Let's...
You can hit that guy.
Yeah, I'll try to finish him off. So I'll go... Yeah, I'll just go here. And then, since medium range is within 40 feet, I am within medium range. So I will try to finish him off. So,
Ooh,
we'll see.
Finish him.
Oh my. No additional dice. Actually, we have AP. I'll spend one additional die to get myself an additional d20.
The medic really wants. That one.
3 successes, so I also gain an AP back.
Yeah, this was on the stand. Yeah, that's a hit,
Yep.
obviously.
And 4 damage, 2 piercing, so I ignore 2 damage resistance.
Okay, which is all of the damage that resistance that it had. But it still lives
Alright.
because it was only 4 damage. Finally, not those like insta-kill fucking shots.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that is all for now.
Finally. Okay, so I am still stealth. This one is at full health still, right?
Yep, not for long, I would imagine, unless you
Okay.
miss.
Wonderful. And then I stealth all over the place.
Then you stealth all the place. Let's see. So I believe it has...
And it's vicious, right? Because stealth attack.
Yes, I believe it also has minus... Or you have -1 difficulty because of stealth. Am I correct, Steve?
Yes, it is. Their defense is reduced by 1 against attacks that they are unaware of.
So it does land.
So 10 damage, 2 piercing. Persist 2.
10 to AP. That goes through its armor. It lives, but barely.
And it will die at the end of its next turn due to persistence, I believe. Because it will take 2 damage at the end of its next turn.
Do they have all 12 HP, right?
I don't know. We'll see.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it'll take 2 dice of damage.
Yeah, 2 combat die of damage, right.
This one is stunned. Nah, let's not spend the AP. Let's just go all in
And
with the
wait.
boards.
Hold on. Hold on. If I inflicted the 10 physical damage, does that also do a complication?
That wouldn't be a complication. It
That would be an
wouldn't-
injury.
So, roll a
sorry, yeah,
d20 for
injury.
body part.
And should I roll for a body part?
Roll
Yeah,
d20, yeah.
yeah, I guess you should,
Yeah.
since the
I'm gonna just
macro
roll on
doesn't...
alchemy.
You can just roll
Right
here. Roll
leg.
d20. I have a list of everything.
Yeah,
right leg?
roll-
Okay.
Just roll a d20.
They got right leg on alchemy, so we'll go with that. Which is, they cannot move.
And they fall prone.
Wonderful.
They're both prone.
So this one is prone.
Yes. Move is now a major action.
Does it give a penalty attacking in melee?
Nope.
Nope, but to get up is a move action.
Like I fucking care, dude.
Does he need to get up?
But so he can get up, but then he would have to spend AP to attack.
Or he could just not get up.
I can just attack. It's
Yeah, bite my ankles.
yeah. It's gonna come up and try to hit you with the bars while it's like prone. Let's try that. 1 success unfortunately doesn't quite hit you, but I will try it on Steve. I'll even add an d20 with an action point. Why not? Let's make sure that I get rid of him. Not like that. There we go. 5 successes.
Oh, shit.
Oof.
Holy hell.
That is... You ate 3 AP.
Let's see. There's 3 of those special dice and 2 damage dot to the torso.
Okay, so that's
5 damage.
5.
-1
Good
damage
Bertha.
resistance, right?
Oh, that's 5 damage, but I have physical DR of 1, so only 4 get
4.
through, which
So no
is
wound.
not an injury.
Yeah. The guy on the top who is currently prone, he has to roll 2 combat dice for damage, how much he takes. Due to
Bleeding
persistence.
Would that be 4 then?
That would be
Yes.
6 damage, yep.
Does he die?
Yeah, it only had 2 HP.
Yep.
Julio.
And that's the Super Mutant's turns, with Steve starting to look fairly bad now.
Still be
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, against the super mutant engaging me in melee, because now I am hurting enough that helping myself is relevant.
Just run to Bob. I'll finish those 2 off.
1 damage or one success.
No, yeah, it only had 1 at defense.
Okay. Rolling damage. 6 damage.
6, it reduces that by 2. No, you do have an AP there, right? So, that many, I think. Okay.
Yeah, I can get back over towards Bob for my move.
No, I'm the closest one.
Bob!
Oh, right. Major action, first aid, no check. So you just heal 5 health.
Okay.
Then I will spend... Do I want to spend AP for another action? Not really.
It's fine.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just gonna chill.
Richard!
Alright, what are the conditions of those 2?
Well, the top one seems to be injured after the shot from Steve. And
The bottom one...
The bottom one seems quite fucked up from the headshot from
Okay,
Steve.
well- I'll go for the one that is less fucked up, which is the top one, right? This one.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay, it's less fucked up, so I'm fucking it up currently.
Not with a
No.
0 success. You're not.
Well, I try.
So the bottom
one
one still has the -2 to ranged because of the tests that require vision. Just letting you know.
Okay. Like...
I think that is.
I mean, I think it can
I don't want-
run that distance.
I mean, I would say it's body instead of agility for that.
The super mutants, I believe, actually might have proper stats.
Yeah, if their body is 6, they can make it.
Let me see.
Question. Wouldn't they want to
They-
attack Richard since Richard is closer, technically?
I mean, one of them will. Let's see. Let's see. What is your body? Where is that here? On strength, perception, endurance, charisma, intelligence,
Do they not-
agility of 5.
Oh, they can go 30 feet.
30 feet. Can't quite make it.
But they can make it to Richard.
So they just get close enough, but not close enough. So
They
it's
still have
the,
their major action if they want to do anything with that. Like defend. To not be shot again.
I mean, it could shoot with the -2, just for shits and giggles.
try it, because otherwise it's just dead.
Mm-hmm. Is that like a
Plus
minus
2
two
difficulty.
Oh, plus 2 difficulty. Okay. How do I add that to the? Oh, right. It's just the successes.
Yes.
Miss. And then the top one will attack Richard. On 1 success. Alright. They're essentially dead. Steve. But what I'm saying is
Right,
essentially
hold on,
they
hold
are
on.
dead.
Yeah, one
coming
success
close.
doesn't penetrate.
One coming closer. 2 successes. Wow, that was a crap damage roll.
Wow.
You can still get the closest one to you, right?
It lives. You do like a single damage because of their armor.
And
Anything
do this.
else?
I will take a move over to here.
Bob.
We wait for Bob. Liam turned the PC off by accident, so.
Oh. Alright. I guess I could try to shoot for him real quickly here.
I am back.
Oh, never mind. I was just
I am
about to roll for you.
How dare you?
I mean, you never know. Maybe I would have rolled well.
Who knows? Alright.
It is your turn.
I will shoot the bottom one. I have to re-pull up my thing, though.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, there's a musket. Watch that one move first. That way I'm not in close range. So I'll move here.
Okay, to medium. About.
1 success, 1 complication.
Your gun jams.
What does that do? Let's see. That is 1 in the rule books.
Okay, I just made that up. Well, like you need to spend like clear it.
It is an actual real one, yeah. I mean, not exactly, but this could be like
Overheated?
overheated.
Overheated.
The weapon's components heat up from a string of firing, and you suffer 2 energy damage to whatever armor is holding the weapon. You also cannot fire the weapon in your next turn, as it needs to cool down.
Oh Jesus! All right, sorry.
All good. It happens. So 2d6. 2 damage.
I wish that was more like random, like we had on the D&D table.
Yeah, it's kind of like you pick one of 3 options from what I could gather, or you can like roll a d3.
Yeah,
Or you could make up something, or you could make up something else. But these are just the example ones given.
Yep. 2 damage.
Okay. And the damage on the thingy enemy.
A miss, I think, unless it only has 1 defense.
It only has 1 defense.
I thought this one had 2.
No, it has a reduction of 2.
Okay. In that case, 3 damage, no reduction, or full pierce.
Okay, that is with full pierce. That is more than enough.
Nice.
Just on the freaking dot.
Nice.
And
Nice.
Richard, the final Superman mutant is standing in front of you.
The final Superman.
Stabby dab dab. Stabby dab dab. Hell yeah.
Let's see, that's 2 AP there. 8 damage in
We are at max.
total. It just...
10 damage.
Armor. It's not the extra damage, it was only the extra damage from Vicious, from the sneak attack.
Yeah, okay, 8, then 8. Should still be enough, probably.
Yeah, it's...
8 damage and you pierce all of it.
Yeah, it only had 7 HP.
Yep.
There we go. You had a little
Finally,
bit more of
everyone
an
got
encounter.
Yeah.
When Steve works, Steve works.
Yeah.
I quickly just
Now
heal
we
everyone
gotta
full
roll.
health because I have no penalty and it takes me no time. It just happens. I just say you're healed now.
You're fine.
Hey, maybe you get a complication and injure them instead.
Do any of them have injuries?
I'm at full HP.
Then I do not have to roll for them. I do have to roll for myself though. Let's see. Medicine. Wow, I actually got a complication.
Ooh.
Do you have a reroll?
I do. I can reroll that top one. I'll do that. 13, that's enough. I succeed. Almost. Oh my god.
Ooh,
From
ooh.
each super mutant?
Mm-hmm.
That is great.
That is 60 plus 30 face.
I think I will limit that a little to... Because
To the amount of super mutants.
Yeah,
What should we
original.
roll?
yeah, it was 3
Let's only have-
originally, so let's keep it at 3 just to make that a little bit more fair.
So that's an extra 11.
Yep, so that is 41.
What was the gun we picked up before? It was a 38.
Which one?
It was the 38
Oh, let me check.
sharpshooter revolver. Pipe
yeah,
revolver?
yeah, that's something like that. Pipe
I have a
revolver.
hunting rifle that needs 308 ammo. And a pipe gun.
Yeah, it was pipe revolver, 38 sharpshooters.
Yeah, sharpshooter's pipe revolver. I think that's what its name was.
Okay.
Who picked it up though?
Steve,
I think-
I wanna say.
I think so. I don't know, I know one was picked up, I don't know who. It's not on my list.
Because I have just the pipe gun.
Yeah. So was it using the 38 or the 308?
The pipe gun is 38. The rifle is 308.
Okay, so I will. Yeah, because I think that needs to be a more usable gun.
Yeah, more actively used gun.
So that was what? 41. Weapons. +1, 0 to its weight.
And their weapons were the rifle and the 2 boards, right?
Can I take the rifle?
Sure. What was it?
It was probably a pipe
bolt
rifle.
action rifle. It is a
308 gun.
yeah 308.
And boards. Rarity
I
0,
played-
cost 20.
Wait,
Also, they
Can you
have
take
a
all of the
weapon.
can you type out the type of the rifle, please? I couldn't hear it well.
Sure.
Thank you.
And 24 caps. If you don't mind, may I have that?
Sure.
I will use it on gear upgrades.
Okay, I found a random table for us for more complications. Yay.
Got it.
Hey.
Depending how. Okay. With that, you finish up looting. Outside Diamond City, you can level up, but you might as well level up after we're done, because that's just roleplay here.
Got it.
Okay.
Before you rises what was once a great stadium to an ancient sports team. Now the stadium walls are reinforced with layer upon layer of rusted scrap metal to fortify the settlement within. Painted over the closed and barricaded gates of the city, on its metal wall is the sigil of the settlement, an outline with diamond and with a smaller diamond painted at its center. Rast wipes sweat from his forehead and breathes a deep sigh of relief. He looks around anxiously, then darts across the street to a call box set into the wall at the side of the gate. He presses the button and sharp hiss emits from the box, followed by a crackling sound. Rast speaks into the box. It's Dr. Rast. I came through and stayed here a while recently. My friends and I need a safe place to stay for a day or so. We have goods to trade. There is a long silence on the other end. Then, after a burst of static, a young man's voice echoes out from the box. Hot dog, Dr. Rast! Yeah, I remember you. Alright, you and your friends stand back from the gate, and welcome to Diamond City! Somewhere nearby street, there is an explosion of gunfire and a wailing scream, but before you, the heavy metal gates slide upwards on the mechanical tracks, grinding slowly, opening the way you to enter Diamond City.
Do we want to help out whoever just screamed?
I would like to at least go
Yeah.
help out.
Me too.
Yeah, let's go.
Error. Encounter not found.
They don't expect the players to help them out.
Come on. Let us help the Diamond City gods protect the city from the mutants or something.
I love how they mention the fucking fight.
Yeah, and they just expect us to cower. Someone needs help. Let's go. We have the map open, right?
Alright. You run towards the sound of the explosion. Sadly, by the time you do come to the scene, the Diamond City Guard has taken care of it.
Can we loot it?
It's not our kills, it's not our loot.
Fair.
Just to tie up at least on a disappointing end, but at least on a fucking end.
Oh my god. Alright, well, I guess let's head in.
Yes,
Yeah, let's head
there's nothing there.
I love how they mention it and then don't expect players to do anything with it.
I mean, I guess that would be up to the DM, but we're at the near of our closing time anyways, unless we want to really go, like, extra time for an extra encounter.
I don't find anything here.
Yeah, agreed.
With that,
Yep.
you
We get
enter
to-
the Diamond City and continue their previous goal, while armed guards usher them into a waiting area where you can rest while they are checked for dangerous contraband. You attempt to entrance a bar. And you just relax for the rest of the day. You're free to shop here.
We need Finn for shopping, sort of.
Yeah, we'll see.
But-
I mean, we don't know if he's gonna be here. Yeah.
Rast sits you down at the bar since you're there anyways. And he looks upon you. Well, we're here. So, just to make sure. Are you still determined to see Mika's last wish? True and
No.
find Clemens?
I'll see it through at the very least.
Come this far. Sounds like it would be improving the area. We might as well keep work on it.
Okay. Then I say that we spend a day here at least resting. You probably could use it.
Agreed.
Alright. Let's
See
do the
you.
shopping now.
See you in the morning. Let's say.
Good night.
All right.
Good night.
At this point, the players can explore Diamond City, the great green jewel of the Commonwealth. There, they trade, barter, craft, mingle with other peoples of the city, and potentially make allies and enemies.
Yeah, I think let's do that next session because we have to go through a lot of shit.
Indeed.
Yeah, I got a gun nut, so I'll be able to start working on your guns. I got. I finally
We
reached.
got a level, right?
Yeah, we leveled.
Yes, you level to 4? 5?
4. Yeah, correct.
Four. I think I'll upgrade my melee weapons to 6.
Yeah, I'm doing the same because 6 is the cap. So it's like
Yeah.
might as well get it there. I miss 1/5 of the time